than money. So they definitely have an incentive to lay a new line. But they've got a lot of environmental obstacles and American Indian tribe issues that they've got to, well, it's been approved now, but it's going to be another, I don't know how, or if you were familiar with the Dakota Access Pipeline, which Enbridge had a stake in that as well, up in North Dakota, where all the protests took place.
Yep.
That's going to happen on Line 3 because they're dealing with 3 different Indian tribes. So they're going to have the protest issues and this, that, and the other. Just to give you an example, ETT paid out.
Do you think it'll have similar, like more or less than the Dakota?
I think it'll be less because that was considered sacred grounds out there in North Dakota. But you're dealing with some fairly. Fond du Lac is a very well-known and large Indian tribe, and it's going to impact a section of that line.
Right.
And see, the Indians, one of their main sources of income right there is the harvesting, besides the casinos, is the harvesting of wild rice. So they're very concerned about how this project may impact, water bodies. And on all 4 projects, well, Enbridge, hasn't started yet. Line 3 hasn't started yet, but on both the Rover and the Mountain Valley Pipeline projects, environmental issues involving water bodies has been a major concern.
Yeah.
Directional drilling fluids being released in the environment, that's a no-no. Which tells me that either the contractor's not being held accountable or whoever is or the owner-operator doesn't have people or processes in place to ensure that it's done correctly.
So that the fluid getting released has been a problem on both of those then?
Yes, it has. Matter of fact, let's see, 30,000 a day. The West Virginia DEQ issued a notice of probable violation for up to 30,000 a day on the Mountain Valley Pipeline.
Okay. For
not having, and this is just in one spread. This is along spread number 7, and I'm not privy to which spreads which contractor has, because I'm not privy. I don't have access to the contract documents, but it's for not having proper environmental control devices in place or they failed. So on 5/9 of 18, the West Virginia Department of Environmental Quality issued a notice of a violation to the owner-operator, which is Mountain Valley Pipeline LLC, which is a conglomerate. It's not just one company, and for up to $30,000 a day in time.
And that goes to the contractor, not to the pipe owner.
No, it goes to the owner-operator. That's just one thing a lot of people don't understand. The owner-operator is always held responsible. Now, they can go back and sue the contractor for negligence, with their lawyers, and then it ends up in court for a number of years to try to recoup that. But the owner-operator, by federal regulations and state regulations, is held 100% accountable for everything that takes place along their project or pipeline.
Okay. But can I ask something? Can that be a negotiating thing though? Like if the contractor comes in and says you owe us, $100 million on this change order, and the pipe owner says, okay, but we already paid $20 million in environmental fines that you caused, so how about
most definitely
give you 80? I mean, does that happen?
Most definitely.
A lot?
Yes, that does happen a lot.
Okay.
Because the owner-operator is going to look for any reason not to pay that change order. And if he can find fault in the contractor by not following the scope of work or good, in place industry practices, or releasing drilling fluid to the environment, they'll ask for that to be taken off the change order.
Well, I mean, in your experience, like how much? Oh yeah. Like how often? I mean, what's sort of the recovery rate on these change orders in your experience, like in general?
If they go to litigation where there's a back and forth as to who shot John, then